Good morning. Welcome to... Whoop, whoop. Yeah, there we are. Welcome to the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 11 qualifiers. And it's time finally for the European qualifiers. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that.
Cinderin has.
Cinderin has.
He's been waiting.
He has.
And he's ready.
OD Pixel, Lizard. We got 2 groups, 8 teams. Now, of those 8 teams, I'd say 5 of those are major caliber teams. And there's only 3 slots, so this is going to be, according to me anyway, the most stacked qualifier. We are going to start with Group B. We're going to follow Group B a little bit because there's 3 former TI winners organizations in Group B. And Group A, Secret's going to win the group, you know?
Come on, there's Sind there.
Sind,
don't do that.
yeah. Sind the Secret Slayer, as he's known in the capital of Denmark, Copenhagen. That is the capital, right?
It is, yes. I was actually surprised that it came out so fluently.
He lives in Copenhagen, I think.
He might actually. Heads up, today will be the day where during the first series, all these initial matches that you see will happen at the same time.
The same time. So make sure you've got 4 screens.
Yes. After that, there's going to be 2 games at the same time, but the full group is played out today. And then, unlike previous major qualifiers, if you are bottom 2 in your group, you are still participating in the playoffs.
And you risk beheading.
No.
Oh.
You will be playing in the lower bracket, and obviously if you come top 2 in your group, you're in the upper bracket. So without further ado, we're starting with Alliance versus OG. You can see in Group B, they are looking to have an opponent, which is probably going to be Team Liquid later on. We are switching from the first initial match to the upper bracket. But Alliance versus OG, that is that is a good start.
It's 2 TI winning teams.
Yeah, it is.
And don't mention it's 2 TI winning teams, chat. Don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter about the players.
You don't have to say that Alliance is tier 1. There's no Bulldog here. Relax.
That's true.
Fine.
But that's 2 TI winning teams.
Honestly, Alliance is so strong right now.
They're one of the teams that's put the work in, and they've stuck together.
Yeah.
They have pretty much. How long have they been together as this fight
They've
now?
been together for quite a long while,
Yeah.
But they've been getting more and more success as well.
No, they have. They're on a rise. They really are. Like you look back at last year or so, and it was this team. You know, when Alliance did the whole sort of refresh, they got these new names, and people were like, "Who are these guys?" And then they started making it to minors, to majors, and
they're not following Lizard strategy.
They're not. Actually, they're not. They're actually sticking with it. They're really try-harding. They have a good coach, and I mean, it's not really the same 5 because Loda was in it, right? Yeah. Like he was playing with them.
He did, yeah.
But he switched to coach, so he didn't leave. By the way, like just a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I was playing my pub, and I was annoyed by this bounty hunter who was like. He'd basically right-click and he'd go in voice comm and say, "I'm right-clicking, I'm picking the bounty rune up. Whoa, what a nice bounty rune!"
Oh yeah.
And then he would be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy," and he hits him. Now I'm gonna crit him, and he crits him as a bounty. I'm tracking. He would literally everything.
He's trying to take my job.
Yeah,
you know,
and that guy, like he could do your job. That guy is insane. Yeah. Now he's in the team. I mean, he
seems like a nice lad as well.
He's super nice. He enjoys the game.
Like you can just feel it in sort of any sort of interviews or like media clips that Alliance do that he's got the right attitude.
He definitely does. Yeah. Honestly, I mean to stick like with the same 5 and just try hard and improve, like it's really nice. Just a year ago, I think I was in EPG. We were playing together. They didn't look nearly as strong as they do right now.
I mean, no, it took some time, but it was with a lot of teams and with a lot of teams that you know trying out some of these newer talents that haven't really been on any other teams. You know, for a lot of them, this was their first sort of big break, and they've worked with it. And Alliance as an organisation have stuck with them, and it's paid off. You know, they're making steps, and we'll see how they can do now against TI winners OG in their first series of the qualifiers.
And it is ILTW who's playing instead of
No, ILTW is going to be still sticking with them.
Okay.
So we'll see how he can do.
Is it permanent or what's happening?
They didn't say really, did they? Because a lot of people were sort of like, "What's going on?" Because on like the Wikipedia and stuff, it didn't have his name listed. But OG said he is going to be sticking with them for the qualifiers. So as much as we can I imagine he is the sort of the
All we can
permanent
do
position.
is guess.
Obviously until TI8, when, as we know, he will get kicked and Anna will return. I mean,
that is the running
That's
joke.
literally how it works.
How do you commit to a team that you know you're gonna be kicked out of, man?
But
I mean, if you're sort of Anna's second best, you know, it's still a pretty good position to be in, you know.
and maybe, if that is the agreement, maybe they have also already said, like, whatever we win at TI, you get, like,
They
certain percentage
definitely
of.
would not say that.
I know.
Mean, why would you give up a share of your TI winnings? You know, they're not stupid.
We have a Sven.
Also, heads up, all the other games are obviously on different streams as well. I do know that Beyond the Summit stream has got Killer Pigeon and Ahaz commentating Kaban, which is Cinderen's team, taking on Secret. So that's one of the ones that I know. Shadow Demon, first pick with Monkey King. That's
all right. So obviously, we would like to show them all. We are probably going to be doing this game, and then I believe the winner of this series against the winner of Liquid versus the Real Deal.
Can I just say that they should learn their own alphabet, like these NA
they're all
guys.
messed up again.
Yeah, because Shadow Demon and Stardar, they belong in S, not in T. But sure, whatever.
What do you want to do with the Monkey King?
With the Monkey King, just put him.
Well, it's Thompson, innit?
Oh yeah, just put him
Thompson, innit?
Just
come on,
definitely.
Thompson.
That Shadow Demon, right over there on the safe lane.
Yep, and a Dazzle.
Interesting to see the Dazzle early pick by Alliance and all the games and regions that we've seen so far. Not really many people getting Dazzle even at all, or I mean, as the second pick after the ban, after the nerfs.
Right?
No, yeah, it was ignored in the majority of the games that we've been doing around the world. But Alliance, they still see the value in it, and they'll pick it up nice and early. Huskar will be banned as Dazzle. It's Alliance. You want to get
Dazzle's
Huskar?
broken.
What have you done?
We broke Dazzle.
The nerfs.
It's falling apart.
Oh, be careful with him.
I put in dire safe lane.
He got nerfed a bit. He's not as broken, but he's definitely... yeah, he's still strong enough. I guess you get the minus armor from the Dazzle, you get the heals, you have Sven with Warcry. There's a lot of utility already coming from these two heroes.
5 seconds
remaining. There is. You put the Shadow Demon on the off lane, right?
Well, I don't know. No, why?
Why did you put it on the? You put it on the off lane.
Oh, you put it on.
You shoved it over to me.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
I was confused about that. I'm like,
that shouldn't be there. Most likely, Shadow Demon is going to be on the safe lane.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, there are some players that do still like that Shadow Demon on the offlane as position 3 even, like as a core, but most likely it's going to be that support on that safe lane.
We did see Shadow Demon Luna yesterday. I'm assuming that's not going to happen. Is because normally you want to have a Shadow Demon with those agility carries, right? Is Monkey King considered to be enough to pick a Shadow Demon?
It is because like you can cast the Wukong's command and then disrupt him. So there's that combination as well. He won't really die in it. He's safe in his own ulti.
Darkseer.
Okay, so most likely. I mean, not most likely. This Darkseer is definitely going to be offline.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a Sebby boy.
And it's Radiant. There you go.
And now
up against the Dazzle.
We can expect something like, is Earth Spirit banned? A very interesting, Earth Spirit isn't banned from Alliance or from OG, as they have players that love that guy. Alliance loves to play position 4 Earth Spirit, and now with the Darkseer, it would be really good on OG.
OG would love that here. Absolutely, 10 out of 10. They want the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
But will Alliance the Alliance have the chance to take it away from them?
Alliance just enjoys playing it. Instead they go with Beast, Dazzle.
Earth Spirit, so I think you just grab the Earth Spirit. You're bang on. Earth Spirit Darkseer, that's a good one.
Is Beastmaster still good enough to be picked like this? I mean, they went Dazzle Beast.
What was it? What were the big nerfs? Oh, it was the talents and stuff, right? Or
the talents, and wait, they switched the talent for the boar from 15
20.
to level 20. They added the talent for the axes, and also Vladimir's got nerfed a bit.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it's not as good as before. I mean, it's still an item you definitely buy.
And even twice, as we've seen some teams, they're buying it twice still. What region was doing that the most?
CIS, was it?
It was SCA. Or was it SCA?
SCA.
SCA was, a lot of the teams were still buying 2 of them.
Oh, TB.
Oh.
Terrorblade.
That's me.
That's easy.
All right.
That's also good with the Shadow Demon. It's great. Loads of illusions.
So good.
So, as Lizard has taught me, The first 10 minutes you want to be carried by your supports, which right now is just the Shadow Demon, which is a little sad. So you need a position 4 that is a lot better than anything they have so far. Those two supports will make space for whoever is going to carry until the Terrorblade can carry. Is Monkey King fast enough for that?
Definitely.
There's Thompson, and he's running around the map killing everyone.
Yeah, Monkey King is one of those heroes. First and foremost, it's his signature hero.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's one of those heroes that, if itemized properly, can definitely carry you through the mid game. And yeah, he gets that power spike much earlier than the TB, and it's gonna be good.
How come they're saving their position 4 for then? Hi.
I mean, they've still got pretty much pretty good options available with the position 4s. You know, you for Jax, his Tusks there,
Yeah, but we
Shaker's
haven't
there,
really seen a lot of 4
there.
position saves
There's
until the end.
There's so many heroes that work well with Darkseer that you can pick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think they're more worried about something like a Terrorblade being banned out, or maybe Alliance even taking it themselves. They do have a Dazzle. You know, Terrorblade would have been very good for Alliance too this game, so that's why OG wanted to pick it up first. The Qualifier Shadow Fiend.
Shadow Fiend.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of his specials.
We're gonna see an SF on mid, and
We are.
honestly, guys, like SF versus Monkey King, that can go very bad for SF very fast.
Yeah, I think good luck to him in the mid lane then.
But I mean, you still have
knows.
nukes. You still have nukes
10
versus Monkey
seconds
King.
remaining.
I mean, if
And
they
the raises, if you land them properly, if Monkey messes up a little bit, you can definitely take over the lane too. It can go either way, but I have a feeling if I don't know, like who's gonna gank? That's my question.
well, this is for OG. This is the strength now. They know there's an SF mid, so they can really think which position 4 do we want to pick that's going to make this SF's life hell.
Yeah.
And like you can pick any team.
I mean, that's true. It's an SF.
Position 4 that can dive the tower does really well versus SF. Tusk is still in. Earth Spirit.
Earth
is
I
still
think
in.
they're the two big ones for Jerax, so yeah.
There's Sven Dessel. I'm imagining both of them are support, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't really do a whole lot. Like, who are they?
Well,
like,
I mean,
they're not
Sven is super
sure,
good.
but they're not super heavy on the roaming side, are they?
Oh, Sven can come out
Can
behind
they?
the tower. Yeah, with the war cry, you can dive the tower. Sven
Does that
can be
mean
pretty
that?
nice.
Because I'm thinking about Alliance. They need one more. They need a carry, and they want a carry that probably allows those supports to have the freedom to actually go help mid somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Alliance would like.
I mean, there are many carries that are not banned, right? Like that are so strong currently.
Juggernaut is still
Juggernaut.
in.
I mean, you're playing
Troll
versus
is still
CB,
in.
so you're definitely thinking Troll.
Yeah.
Besides Troll, Slark is an option. They do play Slark.
Player team pick.
Earth Spirit banned.
Yeah,
Clever.
I mean, if OG, but then again, if OG desperately wanted the Earth Spirit, I don't think they would have left it to be banned at this stage. So I think, and as we said, there are other very strong 4s in. So I think OG are kind of cool with, they've got a selection to go for here.
Their draft is looking so solid right now, actually.
Yeah.
Right, you have the Shadow Demon TB, you have the Darkseer Monkey combo, and now you
10
just have to add
seconds
something
remaining.
like some position 4 that's tanky enough. And I mean, you've said it.
5
Tusk
seconds
makes
remaining.
a lot of sense. That's a catch that you don't have.
Tusk would be solid.
Turn to
Is-
What? So it is going to be a carry Sven.
It is.
Wow.
I believe Alliance were the team that... Were they the team that was doing carry Sven anyway? They were definitely the team that was doing like Sven in all positions, but...
At one point or another, Alliance definitely
Oh,
did
well,
carry
back in the day. Yeah, but so carry Sven, wait, Alliance aren't the kind of team...
No, carry Dazzle.
I was going to say, do they do carry Dazzle Alliance? I can't remember.
Give me that Sven this way.
I mean, it can
It
be.
could be the carry Dazzle,
It can
actually.
be
I think
positional
Alliance
Dazzle.
did that before.
I'm
didn't they?
thinking
Here we go.
I think
Disruptor is going to support the Beastmaster, and I think Sven Dazzle and Safe Lane.
I'm not so certain. With
No, I
either
think no. You don't want
yeah.
Disrupt on the top lane, do you?
It depends. Like if you, there are some builds on Disruptor that allow him to be very aggressive, like Null Talisman, and you spam your first spell.
Okay.
Like
I guess it can be annoying for Terrorblade. There's a lot of
It can be
damage.
super annoying for Terrorblade because he has a lot of armor but very low HP. So Thunderstrike can definitely zone him out. That's definitely an option. But at the same time, you can have Dazzle plus Beastmaster. You have the Boar Slow. You have the Poison. That can be very annoying.
And I mean, the Disruptor's a nice pick in the sense that maybe it puts OG off going for like the Jerax Tusk. You know, down the line, once the level 6 is online, the Disruptor can heavily punish any sort of snowball movements from the Tusk. Have that sort of setup with the Static Storm and the Kinetic Field ready and waiting for wherever the target of the snowball is. But they might not put them off. They might still want it because they see the strength of being able to punish that SF with the early rotations. So, Tusk, I was still up there.
Chen.
But Chen.
You may now.
Oh.
All right, they're going to try and make Chen work. We've seen one team so far in the qualifiers try and do it. Was FNG tried to make it happen the other day. Had a great start, didn't win the game.
Chen, position 4.
But can OG, the TI winners, make Chen work? We are going to find out.
Honestly, I'm just completely dazzled by this champ pick.
So this game is going to be very interesting for multiple reasons. But for me, I mean, obviously we're going to have to come down to making predictions.
Yep.
For me, a lot of it is going to depend on the mid game, and mid game is going to depend on Monkey King versus Shadow Fiend. And I think that Monkey King will then have the upper hand, and therefore I shall go with OG.
Yeah, I think though OG's got Monkey King, they've got Terrorblade. I mean, it's OG should win this. And I'm not a believer in Shadow Fiends, and I think there's a reason why teams aren't really playing Disruptor. So I think Alliance, they're trying something that's very much their own style, but I don't think that's going to clash well against OG that have got, you know, apart from the Chen, a very sort of meta lineup. You know, their draft makes more sense, OG's.
Yeah, you have the disruptor to silence the TB. You have the roll from
Wait, guys, hold. We can still change predictions because we have this information while the prediction thing is going on. Thompson is playing Shadow Demon. Jarex is playing Monkey King.
Oh, spicy. So I imagine Thompson will still be playing mid, so it's going to be Jarex roaming on Monkey King and mid Shadow Demon.
is playing the Dazzle.
That's what we thought, because that's definitely something that Alliance have done before. Alliance have definitely done that before. Whoa, that might be a spicy too far.
That's
Core Shadow
very
Demon.
Spicy.
I mean, but then it is Thompson. Thompson makes this kind of stuff work.
I mean, it's not only that he makes the stuff work.
And dude,
the
doesn't
hero
that
is all right?
And doesn't that? Can that really trash a Shadow Fiend mid? I'll still stick with OG.
Yeah,
I'll stick with OG.
We'll go with OG just so.
Yeah, it's Thompson. He makes this kind of stuff work.
I mean, we're going for OG because it's OG, then more than because of the draft. Obviously,
I'm going OG because Thompson's got a plan. Thompson's got a plan. So let's see how that plan works out. The Thompson Shadow Demon. He's got all the gems for it. I mean, he's done it a lot.
He actually played it versus me in a pub.
Oh yeah.
Did he own with it?
Yeah, he did. Super own.
All right.
Thompson,
I lost hard, so.
Tyga Sven. Boxy Beast, yeah. Yeah, okay. Instant smoke from Alliance into the jungle, but at the same time, OG does the same thing. And they are evading Dire jungle instead, so nobody's going to find a single thing. I think they should still even be able to take both runes.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Both teams are on totally different halves of the map, so you're not going to see anyone like
that. Is
flash.
A very deep ward very early on. Why does he do that? Is the Chen going to really be in the Dire jungle the whole time?
I mean, I guess so. The thing is, he took penitence, so he's not gonna go that deep. 100%. He does not have to. He doesn't need those creeps instantly.
You know, you can throw out loads of pigs so that the enemy thinks there are a lot of different people throwing out pigs.
Actually,
the mind
games. Yeah.
But what is it? Pay to lose? No, it's pay to win. Kick all those pigs over.
Very good, very good.
Very good.
Very good, very good.
Begins.
And the roaming Monkey King. I mean, I think this is something that people don't really do that much, but you know, it makes sense. You know, this hero early on with the Primal Spring can be very good, and you've got this built-in ability that does give you this damage and sustain.
Jarex is one of those players that can always turn into a semi-carry.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why they planted the board. They want to see Boxy, and they want to cut him off. But
they don't want to make him be on the lane.
He did see Monkey though, so.
Yeah, and that means that they can be a little bit more aggressive on the bottom lane, because now they know it's just a single Dark Seer there without any support.
Well, it's sad. Yeah, on the Dark Seer, how deep can they dive with?
Well, let's find out.
Let's see.
Let's find out indeed. They can dive pretty deep by the looks of things.
All right, yeah, power of the Thunderstrike. Yeah. I mean, as you said, you know, you go to a lane with the Thunderstrike level 1 and getting that vision. Yeah, easy chase down. All right.
And he's back. And Disruptor goes top.
So they're gonna put the Disruptor versus Terrorblade. That's definitely good for the Disruptor, for Alliance. But they lost a lot of mana.
Yeah.
Oh, they're leaving.
They're totally leaving the bottom. They're switching around because
They want to be up against a Terrorblade. They want to make his life difficult.
Can't blame them.
And so in this mid lane, the Shadow Poison spam will be pretty big, also with the new mana change, but Topson is getting wrapped around upon.
He's going for it,
He
though.
is. He knows he's got to keep it close to Qualifier and see if he can bring him down first, even though it was Alliance trying for the gank. Qualifier is tackling, but the poison's good enough. Topson dies, but he'll take it. It's a 1v2, and Topson's the first one to get the kill.
And the tip from Topson.
Sven got 400 gold for that, so he's gonna have boots or whatever he wants to. But that's a huge kill for Shadow Demon overall. So,
and on the top lane, Dazzle just died.
Yeah, and Insania is going to get a bit of a beat down too with this use of the Metamorphosis. ILTW nearly finds a second, but the Warcry keeps Insania alive for now.
Oh, Insania!
Oh,
He messed up.
He came back in vision, and ILTW was able to reach in and still find the kill, despite the best attempts from Tiger to keep his disruptor safe.
Even the best players mess up like that. You want to click on the tree to eat it, but you click just a bit too far and you go over it. The hero turns back.
I'm glad it's also the best players in the world, not just me. This is great.
Yeah, it happens.
It means I can also play TI11. No. Okay.
Well, let's see what all bottom lane said. For some Moxie right back there with the Anshal harassment.
Yeah, Seb is a little bit more happy now that the bottom lane is a lot more easy. I'm wondering how long that's going to last, though, because the Terrorblade has just rotated to the bottom lane. He's at the tower at the moment, but he's made the rotation. So I'm thinking Sports will also make the rotation.
Yeah, I mean, interesting that OG still swapped the lane, because, I mean, top lane, they were killing them, you know.
They did. It worked for them, but they had meta. Now that they don't have Metamorphosis, I guess.
True, it's this minute.
Yeah, so it's like, we need to get out.
Yeah, and Alliance do sort of read it because they've already brought the Dazzle down here.
They instantly respawn. They want to pressure the TB at all costs. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense because who's going to bring that right-click damage on the side of OG? It's only the Terrorblade, right? The Disruptor, he can't take objectives. Shan can't help. But
No Tail just took over. The boar of the Beastmaster feels bad, man.
actually, like how did we even forget? Like Chan is the hero that came back into the meta because of the Beastmaster as a counter to Beastmaster.
I'll see the mid lane CS, how we're doing. Koi for 12 for 2, Topson 15 for 7. So Topson still having the slight lead in that 1v1.
Overall, all of OG having a slight lead over their counterparts of Alliance.
Still pretty early days though. But as we can certainly imagine as well, you know, Alliance with this draft, with the core Dazzle and such, they are going to be gearing towards a point where they're going to hope to push down the lanes and take the game before it goes to a point where this Terrorblade is going to be too scary. And mid lane, the wraparound is going to be there. Tiger and Insenio there to back up Qualifier.
You see his HP, he lost all of that in
From the poison.
From the poison. Yeah, he lost like 90% of his HP.
It does fall off, though. Like, it's very strong now, but in 5 minutes' time,
I mean,
what's his next
he's
play?
gonna have Purge as well. Like it's never safe versus.
And he's going to have, because he's mid, this Shadow Demon's going to have this level advantage. So if he goes to any of the other lanes, there is going to be this point where it's just an insane amount of damage that Topson can do that Alliance's heroes aren't going to be ready for.
It falls off once they get BKBs. But at the same time, then you can purge them, slow them through those BKBs, which is really nice. However, honestly, when you're looking at Alliance draft, it looks well thought through. You have these auras, you have Beastmaster, you have Sven, Warcry, you have Dazzle's minus armor, you have Shadow Fiend's minus armor, then you have the silence from the Disruptor versus the TB. Everything makes a lot of sense. It would be really strange that they lose this game, but...
See, ILTW has been found in the jungle. Tiger and Insania going for the chase. Kinetic Field will trap him as he'll try and turn. It's going to be the backup from No-Tail with the micro, stunning up the Sven, and that will allow ILTW to turn. Warcry and stick charges will allow Tiger to get away. And No-Tail at least being able to save ILTW, make sure that Alliance don't get away with the kill. That's towards the mid, Jax having his eyes on Qualifier, as Qualifier is headed back away from the lane to clean up some of the neutrals. The lane getting scarier and scarier for this SF against this leveled Shadow Demon, as Topson has hit that level 6, and that really is the point where Qualifier can't really go back into the lane on his own, as Topson will be ready to dive him with the Demonic Purge.
The Centaur is backing up No-Tail's Chen. No dive here today.
Bottom.
Oh,
Tiger. Hit by the first stun. Second stun will be off the mark. Tiger will be fine, but Alliance just aggressively keeping that pressure onto ILTW, trying to slow his farm down. Top lane Jerax has been found. Boxy can't quite get his hands on him though. Seb turns up with the surge, keeps Jerax safe. Mid lane Topson just making life very hard for Qualifier. You see Qualifier sort of found the ability to farm between the towers, but Topson on that high ground trying to get in still with the Shadow Poison harassment. Back down bottom. They go in onto ILTW. Warcry keeps Tiger alive. He's able to stick and back away. Newer side getting the kills, but still it's just ILTW getting hit pretty hard by this tri-lane as Alliance makes space for Mickey to keep the farm pretty much even between the two of them. He has got the Divine Favor from the Chen to sort of help him sustain against the harassment.
Yeah, so much sustain there. You have the Divine Favor, and then on the other side you have Warcry, you have Dazzle Heal.
At what point are we expecting that Topson is gonna make use of these rotations? Because the Shadow Fiend has taken refuge in the jungle, like he's barely on the lane now, so Topson is just farming. But is there a point where... Never mind, hold that thought.
Boxy. Again, there's TPs bang on from Alliance. They're bringing Qualifier as well. Tiger coming in, these war cries stopping so many of these kills that OG gets so close to get.
Definitely on point, and he's so tanky so early on. Minute 8, he has boots double bracer on Sven. Like he's having a really good time. He did get that first blood though, and that first blood enables position 4 so hard.
Oh dear.
He has.
Let's see how tanky he really is.
Yeah, he's
first coming out
there's
as well.
Nothing he can do against this amount of magical as Tiger. He might try and deny it to Roshan though.
Nope.
He's not going to get there in time.
I love Topson's positioning because obviously he kept the vision because of his illusions, but no vision inside the Roche pit for the Sven, so...
Yeah, he wasn't right-clicking him or anything like that, just having poison every now and then.
Oh, mid lane, wraparound's going to be there with Jerax setting up with the Boundless Strike. Topson closing the gap. Kinetic Field does hold back the Shadow Demon, but he gets enough poison out from a distance to bring down another. Topson starting to get those kills as Alliance are bringing some very vulnerable heroes towards that mid lane area, where Topson is showing us the strengths of this early leveled mid Shadow Demon.
He can definitely rotate around now on the bottom lane as well. He's coming. He does move back though.
How many of the players of Alliance were in the Alliance when Seb coached Alliance?
None of them, I don't think. I don't think any of them were in that Alliance, were they? Were they?
I don't think so.
No, I think that was...
Well, Loda was in there regardless, so it's, you know...
Oh, Topson, what? He just blew up the Beastmaster. As Alliance, they've got a bit of a Shadow Demon problem. Topson...
Yeah, on top of the net worth as well, 4k gold. He's doing really well. Overall, though, this is his time to shine. If he had a bad lane, like this Shadow Demon wouldn't be able to do anything, but he's had a nice lane.
Yeah.
After that kill on SF, SF is relegated to the jungle to fight the little neutrals, and because of that, Topson can just rotate around. This is tier 1, is not pressured at all on mid.
Time for runes.
And Seb will make sure that Qualifier doesn't get his hands on them, and in fact, Qualifier could be in trouble. Seb surging Jerax forward so he can keep the chase on. TPs will be coming in as it is round the Shrine of Alliance that has just come back online. As Jerax, nice dodge there of the stun from Sven, but it won't keep him alive as Tiger has the speed to chase him down. Jerax will fall bottom lane. Metamorphosis is going to be popped as RTW will be prepared to try and take this tier 1 tower away from Alliance.
Yeah, you can't defend this now with your alliances. You just rotated everyone to that shrine. It's going to be very hard.
He's got Roar.
He does. There is Chen around.
Oh, get the Roar off.
Let's see. Zensenya is going to be the first to actually fall behind them all. ILTW, Hand of God will keep him alive. He's going to turn, hit into Boxy. Boxy falls. ILTW finally drops.
Didn't have it.
Yeah, not yet got a point in the Sunder.
No, level 7.
I thought there were more ports on that shrine, but not really. They were all kind of around, so they had the resources necessary to defend the bottom lane. Pretty good. And I mean, this Terrorblade does not have Sunder, and that's a normal build for Terrorblades. This is how you maximize your farm. Yeah, you risk dying, but you farm a lot faster because of that one level.
He was very close to leveling up as well. Unfortunate for him, but well, he gets to try and take the tier 1 tower down another time.
They got the tier 1 mid though, and now the Shadow Demon is going to start rotating around.
Yeah, if he wants to disassemble his boots, he's got the completed ether lens.
It's so strong of him actually, getting that purge from distance.
Oh,
Let's see if there's going to be any TPs in here to help No-Tail.
he blocked
Doesn't look like
himself
it's
in with
needed.
the Cardi.
The Cardi block.
Yeah, nobody can follow him.
That's so good.
That is indeed the strat. Nice job.
A bit late there on that rune, sadly for him. Didn't get it. Now he just has to decide where to go, because he has that Atalance, right? He has the rune, has enough mana to work with. Which way?
Oh. Going to see another attempt to dive on to No-Tail. Divine Favor himself, giving him that extra regeneration. This time the TPs will come in. Seb dropping the wall and the vacuum, but it misses everything.
Yeah, he thought that there was still someone hiding in the trees. It wasn't the case. Thompson came in too, though.
Going to see the jump forward from Jerax on top of Insania. Boundless strike down will finish off.
They're going to catch someone else. They have the purge.
Boxy, he's going to go for the Roar. He's trying to commit for the fight here. The rest of the line's coming in, but this is going to give a chance for Jerax to drop down the Wukong's command. Boxy still punching into Thompson. Thompson getting very low and he will fall. They'll kill off the Shadow Demon. Boxy now with the backup of Tiger and Mickey charging in for more. Alliance, can they get some more kills out of this? We're quite for turning up. They certainly can. Scepter fall. Mickey gets the double kill. They're on top of ILTW underneath the tower. The Boundless strike from a distance comes out from Jerax, but Tiger still helps them find the kill onto ILTW. Alliance, they've found 3. And doesn't look like they're done yet. They know Jerax is in the tree lines. No-Tail is hiding deep in the trees. Jerax, he's actually going to jump forward. What the hell is he doing?
What? I thought he was fine.
What? He was.
He was.
That was just a straight up feed.
No-Tail, don't move.
Maybe he tried to jump in and out instantly.
Why?
Just
Just
yeah, for the lols. I don't know.
Style points,
Yeah.
nothing more, but he messed up. He got hit.
He did.
Couldn't jump again.
And it was another kill for Qualifier.
So it turns into a 3 for 4 and a tower obviously for Alliance. So Alliance doing good. And
I mean, Alliance are very happy with that. I mean, they just crushed them.
Yeah.
what is the Shadow Demon supposed to do at this stage of the game?
According to the 3 of us, he's supposed to be winning.
Yeah, well, he is top of the net worth.
He is.
When he finds someone by himself, he's fine.
The problem
But in those team fights, what's his job?
Sit at the back, spam your spells.
There's a bunch of things that he's doing, like disrupt, spam the shadow poison for the damage, purge the hero that's running away or that you're trying to kite.
You're describing a support Shadow Demon, though.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
still the
this
same.
one-
He's
this
got the
one-
levels. It's a lot of damage.
It's a bunch of damage coming from the poison.
But as you saw, the Alliance, I mean, in a fight, well, I think a lot of teams would maybe at the start chosen to back off, or they knew that they could just charge in like that, and as long as they get someone on top of Thompson, then the fight becomes very easy. They get rid of the Shadow Demon and suddenly it all sort of falls apart.
Oh, he got the right tree.
Oh!
They find him, and they should be able to kill him easily.
Yeah, there's a hawk right there, so the birds see on top of trees, then you can cut the tree.
Yeah, it's hard for the Monkey King to play around that. As Alliance taking another tier 1 tower, they're getting this momentum that their draft it's built to do so. They have this very strong 5-man with the Beastmaster Dazzle.
Limbs back.
They found another catch here as Thompson. He's been surrounded. The Static Storm and the Roar down. Hand of God will be popped. Thompson, he is going to try for the TP out. They've actually got nothing else to cancel it. So Thompson does make it away. That's 2 ults down.
What happens?
One tanky Shadow Demon.
When you get glimpsed, you know, you have a...
There's different interactions.
You still get glimpse back.
With the disruption?
It doesn't, yeah, if someone glimpses someone and then they're disrupted, they will come out. They'll come out of the disruption where the glimpse would have taken.
So the whole disruption basically moves.
It just prolongs the time until they're brought back to the place, but they'll still get brought back to the place.
Okay.
14 to 11. A very close game still between these two teams, but Alliance certainly getting the action going in their way and making the game a little more chaotic, which is not really what OG want. They want to try and find space and time for the Terrorblade to get big. And sure, IOTW is still second in the net worth, but he's being matched by the farm on pretty much both Qualifier and Mickey.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if you're OG, you have to outplay them right now. That's the only way. Alliance's draft definitely looks stronger. And you have these heroes that synergize so well together. They just need to go, actually. That's all. You're gonna have this mech on Dazzle with... It has been changed, right? I really didn't completely get the change on the mech and Greaves. Does that mean that you can pop it every time it's off cooldown and it's gonna affect you? Like there's a change to mech.
So the change to mech mostly comes from the change to Buckler, right? And Buckler got nerfed a bit.
No, but it was to do with
there's
timing.
something about timings, yeah. Because Dazzle, he's gonna have the mech off cooldown earlier because of his ultimate.
Yeah.
So he should be able to like use it more often.
Actually, that's because the Dazzle's going for them. What's Quake for going for this game?
I was reading the patch notes and you called me to get here. I didn't even get the chance.
Like, screw the patch notes, Lizard. We need you in DreamLeague. Get over it.
Come to Sweden right now.
Now, Alliance taking over some of the half of the map of OG, getting in on these areas that ideally ILTW will want to be farming in as No-Tail takes a hammer to the face.
The exact change, the wording of the mech change is stack limit is now tied to cooldown on cast, and then between bracket, like Greaves and Crimson Guard stack mechanics.
Right, so it is the cooldown then, right? You just can refresh it again, yeah? So it's really good on Dazzle. That's
really good. That's really good. I guess obviously it means having multiple, but that was the same before. It wasn't really going to give you any benefit. And so, okay, so with that itemization as well means, well, yeah, Qualifier, he just rushes BKB this game.
Yeah.
Which, against the Shadow Demon, it's a mid lane OG, they are going to try and look to take fires. They charge in onto Insania, and Qualifier looks to get the Requiem off, but the Boundless strikes down to cancel the vacuum wall from Sebs there, catching the both of them.
Nice.
There's 1, 2 would be down at the moment. ILTW surge forward, they're trying to chase Insania. The Grave will keep him alive. Okay, making sure that Insania gets back to safety. OG, well, they look towards now. They have got the meta up, so they can go for Roche.
That region on Thompson is probably the best rune. I mean, it is the best rune a Shadow Demon can get. It's like a Zeus region. You just continue spamming and spamming your spells. But overall, that looked very scary for Alliance. The team that I was... Oh, they want to adapt this.
They do want to try and get OG out of the Roche pit. And OG already, respecting the fact that Alliance are around, are leaving Roche for now. Insania is going to glimpse back Jerax. They're going to look to try and pick off the Monkey King, separated from the rest of the team to start things off. But back in the river, Thompson's got the setup onto Insania. Disruption will set up for the kill. 1 for 1 now, and the turnaround's there. As Boxy has Roar available, opens up immediately onto Seb. A 3-man vacuum will drag them back with a mech pop. Seb trying to surge away the Sunder from ILTW, keeping Seb alive. As that will allow OG to get back to safety. Jerax has brought back on wall. There's the damage. There's the damage.
That's what the poor Shadow Demon does.
That is what he's supposed to do. Oh, Jerax.
Oh, he's crazy. But he's getting away with it.
He just popped back. He has to be really careful.
He's a little bit psycho.
I mean, it's Roche on the line, right? This is why they're all hanging mid. This is why they focused on Qualifier earlier on and letting the Disruptor do whatever he wanted. But it's all about the Roshan pit, because both teams have a decent lineup.
Yeah, they do. OG right now
does
not have meta, and because of that they had to get out of the pit as well.
Yeah,
I mean, have Metamorphosis, so you can't really fight them.
It's what Roche is sitting at half health, so...
Look at Thompson, he's so deep. He's just... I mean, he could... Nah, there's no way, right?
No, not quite. He's in trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble. He says, sorry.
Yep.
This is a disruption, but he's 6 seconds. No, he gets nothing.
I mean, I understand what he's doing because he has a blink dagger, right? So he's like, all right, most likely I'll survive. They won't catch me here.
They've got so much vision,
though. Look at that damage. Like, that's just 4 stacks.
Oh, Boxer, he's able to find No-Tail trying to hang around the rune, and Boxer will also be able to get the rune.
His boar is hitting him.
Yeah, these creeps doing a lot of work here.
Well, in they go.
I mean, Dark's here close by. You think Seb is going to try to make a play?
He could try for it.
Yeah, there's
they're going to lead in with the Wukong's command and go for the vacuum wall down onto the 3 of them. Mech's going to be popped. Qualifiers just going to get out the Requiem of Souls, reducing some of the damage coming out from OG if they do get him for the fight. ILTW surge forward and the meta's back up. He'll get stunned immediately. Can Alliance kill him off? They have the Roar as well. ILTW defensive disruption from Thompson will keep him alive, but the Static Storm's down. He's trapped. He'll try and mantle his way out of it, but he can't escape. ILTW's dead. They're without the Terror Blade for 45 seconds. A glimpse from Insania brings Seb back into the clutches of Alliance as Alliance get 2 kills and can now look to go into the pit. Thompson is able to blow up the Beastmaster, but it's not going to be enough to dissuade Alliance from finishing off this Roshan. Unless Thompson could do something crazy.
He's got 2 stacks on Roche so far.
He's got the illusions in himself, trying to steal it. I mean,
He's stuck in the wall.
Tiger.
This is so terrifying.
All right.
They can't.
Okay.
They could have pet.
And now Insane is trying to run away. Jarek needs one more hit to get up the Jingu, and he'll get it with a boundless strike. And the Shadow Demon has pushed Alliance away from the pit for now. Thompson, look how low this Roche is. One more hit will do it, and Thompson gets the Roche, gets the Aegis. We'll see if they can kill him the once. Jarek is on top of Quake, but the Shadow Fiend is gone. He'll turn towards Mickey. Insania and Mickey and Tiger looking back towards Jarek, but Thompson's got his second life ready to go. The Demonic Purge is there on Insania. This Disruptor cannot run away as ILTW on top of him will set up Thompson for the kill. They're just chasing down Alliance up to the high ground, picking them off one by one as Tiger will fall. And the Thompson Shadow Demon coming in big.
During that fight, Thompson was just at the start, starting at the back. I don't even think that Beastmaster knew that he was getting stacks on him.
They've caught another.
Just died.
They're just crumbling now, Alliance.
Yep.
This game that was felt incredibly, even for a part, that whole fight around the pit, it's a nice escape from Dazzle.
This Shadow Demon is definitely proving us all wrong. He's doing so much.
I still feel like it's kind of cheesy, though.
I mean,
like
but that is Thompson. That is Thompson's style. He'll turn up with these heroes, and he'll play his own game. He doesn't care about what everyone else is doing. He knows what he feels is right, and he's showing us the strength.
He got caught a couple of times, which wasn't really great, but his team is always making the right moves. They're in front, they're tanking, so he can stack up those poison charges, and when he does, he just destroys them.
And I mean, it seems like they've sort of just broken Alliance here. Alliance are all over the place now. The tier 3's gone down.
They broke Alliance.
Nice thunder.
They broke Alliance completely, yeah.
Let's see what Tiger can do. He tries to lead him with the God Strength. Do try and go for the glimpse back.
Did Manta dodge that?
I think he did.
He did?
He did.
Man, the Dota Polygon paying off.
There we go. And they're out there as well. It's a long TP, but he will make it out before they get the vision on him.
I mean, overall, that whole fight was amazing. The highlight of that fight for me was how amused Shiver was every time someone popped from the poison stack. She was like clapping. Yes, yes.
It just looked so stupidly funny.
It did.
And Thompson, because Thompson's near level. What'd you get at level 20 on the Shadow Demon? I haven't seen really.
What is there even? I forgot.
I don't know.
Talents. I can't even remember, honestly.
There's
got to be something good on the SD.
There's like I know there's like Shadow Poison cooldown. It gets even lower. On one of those levels, I can't remember which one. His talents are really good on Shadow Demon as well. If you buy Aghanims, you're gonna have 3 charges on that Demonic Purge, which is gonna be so good in this game. There are so many things that you can.
What's Thompson gonna buy? He's got 3.5k gold.
Yeah, that's the question. He can go for Kaya. He can go for Octarine, he can go for Aghanims. All these items really fit the way he's played the hero so far.
Yeah.
He can get something defensive as well, but I don't think he's gonna do that. He's going full damage mode, right?
I think so. He wants to get something to pop people. Jax.
He jumps out. Nice.
He's alone though. He can't hope to defend this tower.
ILTW has got his complete Skadi now, so the Terrorblade's certainly reaching that point where if OG Win fights, they have that man ready to push and whoa, Jared. Oh, they'll catch him this time though.
Yeah, that was, I mean, he shouldn't have been there. That was
just playing, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's a risky place to be playing, right in front of the tier 3 tower. If they can't defend this.
Well, I mean, they've got the poison. I think they can. Yeah, they should be able to.
The high ground defense is really nice.
3-man vacuum wall. They've got the control with No-Tails Micro to kill off the Dazzle. That's their core Dazzle gone. As Alliance on the retreat, the kinetic field will hold OG back, so OG won't be able to catch anyone else, but they'll easily be able to push the Alliance away.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting it's a core Dazzle too.
Yeah, it is, and he's not doing a whole lot.
No. Should he be doing, like, can he do more?
I mean, usually when you pick this Dazzle, you want to take control of the map instantly. After the laning stage, you get that Necro 1, you get the mech, and you just roll over the enemy. But they haven't been able to do that, so yeah. He could have done a bit more.
Uh-oh. Tiger. Being chased in by Seb. Jax, he's got to have eyes on Qualifier. Qualifier does get the Requiem out for the side of it all. Brucon's command is down.
He's dead.
And the Sunder, ILTW keeping Thompson alive for now. He'll self-disrupt as well. Thompson making it take a lot of effort for them to kill him. They will finally do so. And they'll also get Jax caught out.
ELTW survives though. And yeah, he has Agnes on Shadow Demon, but he has no buyback. And they should know that.
Oh, hang on. He is dead for a...
seconds.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He bought back in the rush fight, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
But you know what? They know he has no buyback because of that and because he bought eggs.
this could be very painful for OG.
Like, what do you have? Like, with what do you defend actually right now?
They've lost...
What do you defend with?
Oh, no.
They've been playing a bit too much, I think.
What have you done? Alliance. They're going to just walk out. I mean, Alliance have got the beautiful lineup that just takes your base.
Like, if you don't have BKB on Terrorblade, so you can't afford to get caught even.
Vacuum wall. That's a nice start.
I've got the Crimson Guard to slow it down a little bit.
Okay, Monkey is up as well, so you have something to work with.
But surely, I mean, Alliance should at least get one Rax here.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they get this side. We'll see.
ILTW, wait, hold on. He's going to start the fight from the backlines again on top of Insania. The Static Storm is down surrounding him. Stun comes out as they'll look to jump forward with the Monkey King Jax. The Primal Spring slowing down Boxy and Tiger, but quite for turns. Bursts down No-Tail. No-Tail buys back immediately. Alliance looking to get back towards these racks. Boxy, he's got the Roar. He's straight onto ILTW, but they don't have any follow-up to kill the Terrorblade. ILTW sunders. Tiger gets himself back up to full. Primal Spring jump forward, and Seb, he's on top of Mickey. Warcry from Tiger allows Alliance to reset, move back a little bit. They'll turn towards them, but the Hand of God from No-Tail heals OG back up to full. Mickey with the Cell Shallow Grave. He's just trying to let the space be there for the rest of Alliance to escape. As Mickey will get left behind. Can OG catch anyone else? They are trying their best to chase them down. TP's out.
Oh, he caught him.
Thompson almost caught him.
Almost.
Qualifier should be okay here. It's unlikely that Thompson will be able to find them, but the racks didn't go down.
I just want to say that OG, strategically, this team is just one of the best, if not the best team, honestly. The way they defended those racks.
Because it looked like those racks were gone for sure. The Shadow Demon's down for 80 seconds.
The heroes that they have, and they still pull off a defense, that's just amazing. The way they approach them from behind, instantly killed the Disruptor, took their attention away from the Raxes and onto that Chen that has a buyback, which doesn't mean anything. You kill the Chen, so...
And look, there's pushing power on the side of OG.
And now
That's great. I saw a Dazzle hit in the racks earlier.
Now you do this.
Now you do this. Oh.
Tiger trying to slow things down. Seb looking forward. He gets the 4-man vacuum wall. It's a good way to start things off. Boundless strike again for Jarek to follow things up. The Demonic Purge is down onto Tiger. The Wukong's command out as well. Tiger cannot escape from this, or maybe with the backup of Mickey can. Shallow Grave will be attempted, but the disruption from Thompson's going to waste the most time of it. As they'll pick off the Sven. Melee racks are gone, glimpse back onto ILTW, but still he's a very hard kill to get as he'll just simply turn towards the Beastmaster. Roar will slow down the damage output of the Terrorblade for now, but still with the surge from Seb, ILTW can get himself out of harm's way. Quafer's popped the BKB, but he's having to run back. Sebs jumps in with a vacuum, jump forward from Tiger, going for the stun, but Jarex dodges it with the mischief, turns himself back into the courier. Thompson gets dragged back, the razors from Quafer come out. Is it enough to kill off Thompson? It is, as Thompson will get taken down. But the melee racks are gone. It is a 70-second window now, once more for Alliance.
Yeah, they have to go straight down bottom, I believe, or Roche if Roche is up.
Bottom is pushed out as well. Roche will take a little time.
So you go take those bounties, I suppose.
Maybe take the fear to top. But I don't know.
They are converging like they want to go bottom, honestly. Like push mid into the bottom, but I'm not certain what if they can do it. Like 40 seconds. It's not a whole lot of time, and now they're facing 4 heroes, not 3, like the last time.
Let's see.
If they want to do it, yeah, you can see how fast they're moving towards that side.
Yeah, they know that again, you've got to try and get something done with this window.
I really like the build on SF, that it's not the Greaves build. I mean, you have Mickey for that, right?
Yeah.
You have the Dazzle that does that, so... Does that.
Here we go, Alliance.
Why are they going bottom, though? There's no tier 3 bottom. They want everything, guys.
I guess, and maybe they feel that they might be able to get away with both. We'll see.
No.
The tier 3 mid's going to fall.
There's no meta for 20 more seconds, so...
Still no SD for about 10, as Alliance should be able to finish off this rack. The 4-man vacuum wall comes in. Balance strike down once more. They'll set up for the team fight with the Wukong's command. The BKB is going to be popped from Qualifier. And Alliance, they're trying to get in there. They'll get the stun out, but the disruption keeps ILTW safe. As Alliance, they'll look to back away. They got the melee racks now. They've just got to try and keep everyone alive. Qualifier being slowed down. He's being surrounded. Qualifier will fall. Insane is going to go for the TP out from the high ground. He'll make it out.
Nope.
Mickey will not be as fortunate.
I mean, they get a much bigger target than Dazzle. He does have buyback though.
Such back and forth.
But yeah, it's so much back and forth. But it always feels like OG are the ones, I don't know, investing less in these fights. They did lose the side now, but I don't know. What can they take away? Can they take a side?
Tiger has been found. Thompson will set up with a disruption. Elsewhere, Boxy did manage to kill off No-Tail. That is, of course, a very dead Chen for a very long time, but at the same time, that is a very dead Sven for a long time. No buyback. 70 seconds without him. Mickey will buy back here, but still 20 seconds without Qualifier. This is going to be a lot of time for ILTW to hit this top lane as the meta's up. As the tier 3 falls, the top racks as well in trouble. There should be at least a second racks for OG. As Thompson is going to get jumped on. Boxy's actually got the raw. Thompson, he gets bursted. He does now have buyback available if it is needed down the line. But to take those top racks, it certainly is. As the top racks are gone, they'll get on top of the Dazzle. No Dazzle buyback. Boxy's surrounded as well.
He has buyback though.
But then without their Dazzle core for 80 seconds, OG now getting the favorite trades. RTW will sunder to get back up to full before he gets glimpsed back. But still at the moment with just 3 alive, no real threat to the Terrorblade. OG will pick up the second full set of racks. As Alliance, what can they do to slow this down? The Boundless Strike actually clipping on Insania. He has got that Ghost Scepter, which will allow him to walk away from the Reflection Illusion. Boxy is in the middle of the Wukong's command, though, and again, RTW is on top of him. He has no buyback, dead for 100 seconds. OG in position to look to claim the Mega Creeps. As this time round, this back and forth action looks to probably come to an end. Jarek's just playing around with the 3 members of Alliance left alive. Seb's in again with a vacuum. As Alliance, they'll turn, nearly bring down Seb. In fact, they will get Seb. They get the glimpse as well onto Jerax. Qualifier, can he kill these 2 alone though? That's the question. He'll get the Requiem through. Jerax will jump off and in fact survive. That last right click not enough from Qualifier. BKB popped. As he'll look for RTW, RTW will turn for the Sunder target on his ally. As he cannot, of course, go for the SF.
I love the snowers from the Terrorblade. Like, he was being hit there by Shadow Fiend, but he never felt like he was in any danger.
He was literally just waiting for
Just waiting for the right target for Sunder.
Qualifier is going to try and lead on this, but the vacuum again from Seb catches him out. He has got buyback.
I feel so sorry for Insania. Disruptor is a great hero, but those static fields are great if people try to run away.
Oh,
and everybody's okay just
he's diving the fountain. And off he goes. Oh, he dies!
He dies.
Uh-oh. Can they throw this game, OG? That is the question.
Anything is possible in the game of Dota?
They did get the Megas. It's a hard game to throw, but not an impossible one.
Yeah.
ILTW.
They're still alive.
Can they kill him? They get the stun. But that's quite for dead.
Yeah, for 100 seconds.
Boxy's back up in 10 with Raw. I'm hoping we'll see Alliance hold on and try for one more attempt.
I mean, they're not calling it just yet.
No, I mean, this is it. With Boxy, if they can get that Raw onto ILTW and kill him, maybe the comeback can happen. And it's Alliance, the organization that historically reaches its inner power when the Megas are out against them.
There's a Thunder in 5
Let's see what they can do. Oh, there's a Boundless out for the side, though. The Grave will be there out to Boxy, stepping forward. Can he kill off ILTW? No, ILTW will sunder himself back up to full. As they'll lose the Beastmaster. They've got the Sven back up though. So Alliance, they might hold on for that one last fight with the Sven.
They can do it.
They can
see what they can do.
100%. They can do it.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Oh, the stun. Can they get the Static Storms there as well? Can they kill him?
They got
him. They got him. They got him.
They
got the Terrorblade. Alliance.
He bites back.
Oh no, the creeps.
Are too strong.
Insania, 1 versus 5. No.
Almost. There's the GG.
Yeah. So OG will take game 1. Pretty back and forth. Pretty crazy one, pretty clowny one. Just how OG likes it.
Yeah, very clowny game coming from both tops and Jerax. Like the way they were playing, they were it felt like they were literally just enjoying themselves in this game.
It certainly did.
Yep.
The JRX Monkey King, the Thompson SD, there was a lot of fun to be had there. And at some points, it looked a little hairy for them. Alliance were knocking on the base. They got some racks. They had this crazy push. You know, you messed up a fight against Alliance. Alliance were going to take your structures.
But when you're having so much fun, these moments of brilliance also happen. Like how they defended, just as three of them, how they defend that bottom push, that was just marvelous.
Yeah.
The way they approached from the back, that's so good.
Yeah.
A normal team would just, they would hide in their base, maybe hope to
Maybe
delay.
give up the lane.
Yeah, maybe
even.
give them the lane or delay it a little bit, but they go.
They just go.
That's just so good.
I just went for it, yeah.
At the same time, I mean, we know that there's 4 series up at the same time.
How did Cinderin do?
Cinderin lost in about 27 minutes. Secret there for
no,
1, and they had a support,
Cinderin.
Clockwork and Luna. Just an interesting fact to note. They'll be heading into the second game soon. At the same time, Nip versus Vega still going on, and Liquid versus The Real Deal still going on, and seemingly being an even game.
Liquid.
Maybe Liquid not on form, or The Real Deal being the actual real deal. Also means we are getting some points.
We get some points because we were right.
He was victorious.
Again.
I'm gonna give us some points.
That was a very interesting game.
I mean, I think that's what you expect from OG and Alliance as well. You expect these sort of fun, original approaches to the game, and that's what we got. We got a lot of crazy things. I think, you know, Alliance I'm gonna, you know, that they're going against this current year, well, not this current year, I guess the last current year, TI winners, and it didn't look too bad. Alliance had an idea, and they got very close to some points of being able to just push OG over the edge. So I'm pretty excited for Game 2 to see what Alliance is going to do then. I'm sure they're going to have some other sort of strat plan.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll see the carry does, even though I know they love it. They do it time and time again. They've had a lot of success with it. Maybe to be fair, maybe they will do it again. It was close to working.
Dazzle was not convincing.
I have a feeling if it was a normal game, like it was a normal meta game, their draft is superior to any other.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
But it was sort of the OG magic that just...
It's the OG magic. Like,
that actually beats it.
It's getting some shadow demons on mid. Position 4 monkeys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, if there wasn't that mid-shadow demon, they probably would have won that Roche fight and then pushed for Aegis and won.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's a normal game, like if they were playing versus any normal meta pick, they win. But
it was OG.
What is that?
Doing crazy stuff. Yeah.
Let's find out what kind of crazy stuff is going to happen in the second game. We will take a short break before that, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.